Hi everyone, this is Kim, and this is what my garden looks like right now. You see in front of you some stuff that's not surviving all too well. That rose is a clipping from the rose bush outside, and I may have to go a different route with that. I've done it before, but we'll see. This is what remains of the San Marzano tomatoes. Yes, they did not survive the move. Whatever happened in the move, they didn't like, and they were shocked, and they're gone. And you remember how big they were, too. It's really, really sad. The golden sunrise, same thing. I did plant backups of all of these plants, including the peppers that all died in the heat, well, in the move as well. Like this one, this is the Big Jim, or it was the Big Jim, but I planted a backup, and I'm happy about that, so we'll see what happens. Back here we have the sweet Italian basil, and that's actually two plants. The little one died and the big one is flourishing, so I'm happy because at least something survived the move. And I'll have sweet basil soon. And now this is the green beans. Now, these are the Blue Lake green beans, and I planted them on the 18th, and they're already flourishing. That's pretty darn good. It's the 22nd now, so yeah, and along with this basil, this is the Thai basil, and it's coming up just fine. So, there will be plants, and I am in a greenhouse, so what I want to do is show you the greenhouse where all of this is set up. And so let's go outside, and we'll take a look, okay? So this is the front yard, and I did say greenhouse kind of figuratively because I have this enclosed porch to work with, and a good breeze gets through there with all the windows open. As you can see, it's windy right now, and hey, look at me, I'm in one of my own videos. Can you tell? Well, I finally made it. All right, so here we are looking at the front porch, and the windows, they do open more than that, but if I open them more than that, it gets problematic because the breeze comes from here all the way over to there, and it gets really strong, blows my lights over, so I got to be careful. I do have them weighted down, but there's only so much you can do when the winds really gust badly. The porch, however, is providing heat and humidity just like a greenhouse, and it is kind of dim like some greenhouses, but what can you do? I'm doing my best with what I have, reflected sunlight and grow lamps. This is the front of the house where I would like to put a raised bed one day, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And yeah, this is midday sun, so if you look at the house, you can see this giant tree is hiding all the sun. Now, it helps because it cools the house down, but when you're trying to grow in your front yard even, and you want to put a garden in your front yard, how are you going to do it with all that shade? I don't know. You tell me. Now, this area receives sun almost all day. This is facing north as we are with the camera right now, and it would get all-day sun. We could try and plant here, it gets all-day sun, but the kids play over here and, people park. It's just not really an ideal spot, so this is really the only spot that we could use. Now, as I mentioned, that was facing north. Now we're facing west, so you'd get a lot of light. Now this area here, it stops right there. It goes back around and curves behind the bin back there over to that edge and back out to the front. This is my planting area. If you have ideas, please let me know on how to take advantage of that space. I'd love to hear them. Raised beds all around. Now this is west. This is south. This is east, and this is north again. And so you're going to get a lot of light in the area that these raised beds would go in, which is right there. And so that's great for plants that need full sun, but I need some advice on setting up some raised beds in there along the lines of taking advantage of the space as best as I can. This is the backyard, and as you can see, it's fully shaded. Well, almost fully shaded. If we were to go out here in the middle, we're going to see that there is almost no direct light except back there by the garage. And that's fine that there's shade, but it's not good for planting because, well, there's no real direct sunlight. The mulberry tree here gets good sunlight, and unfortunately, though, the mulberries were blown off of the leaves that I could reach, off the branches that I could reach, in the last bit of rains and strong winds. So no mulberry pie, no jam, no wine, nothing, at least not right away. We'll see if I can get more mulberries out of it later. Now here, I mean, there's a lot of dirt, there really is, and there's a fence there for, things to climb up, but I mean, just look at this place. It's so shady, and the dirt will goes from here to the fence, which is nice and wide. I'd say that that's about 7-ish feet, maybe 7-ish feet. And it goes all the way back. But again, no direct sunlight. Even in the brightest parts of the day, there's no direct sunlight, because this is facing north once again. And on this side, you got to watch out over there, because there's poison something in there. It's either oak or ivy or whatever, and it guards this tree that is covering up everything. And we've got the air conditioner back. We are renovating the house. The air conditioner needs to be fixed, but that aside, there's just lots of room, but no sunlight. Let's look. This is looking south, and you can see that the house shades it, the fence shades it, plenty of room, but just not a lot to do. So as tours go, this is the back of the house, and I wish I could use more of it. I really do. If you have any advice, please, please, please let me know what would be good to plant in a shady area. We'll find a way to make it happen and somehow grow even more stuff. So yes, the house is being renovated and fixed up. The back porch, we've got the guard on the wall over here, and it's protecting the back room. I apologize for the mess, but it is messy. We're making the house a better place. Anyway, I gotta sign off. I gotta go do some work in the house. But if you have any advice on how to take advantage of the backyard, that's great. Of the front yard, that's great. Until then, this is Kim signing off. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.